Well, I just took the tarp off the boat because we were about ready to pull it out, started taking off the covers. Unfortunately, only to discover that you can see that raccoon prints all the way up the cover underneath the tarp. And gonna be able to see in a minute. Looks like a raccoon dug a hole in the cover underneath the tarp, so I couldn't see it. And we may have a total loss on the interior. Just when we think there's no more projects. So it looks like we're gonna have a project this summer. All right, guys. I gotta be honest with you. I'm pretty upset about the boat. It's really been such a awesome boat, and I'm probably one of the coolest things I've ever owned. And I'm just saddened to see that such a beautiful interior like it had just be ripped to shreds, unfortunately by wildlife. I mean, there's not much you can do about it. When we put it up for the winter, we definitely made sure there was no food or drinks inside the boat anywhere. It was completely vacuumed out, you know, and cleaned. So I don't really know why the raccoon chose it. I'm assuming it was because it was a dry place. I also think that part of the issue was that the boat sits near our trash cans, and we did have 2 occasions this winter where the trash can got broken into, and I thought it might have been a raccoon, but it didn't happen often enough for it to trigger any warning signs for me other than a raccoon passing through the neighborhood. We have tons of them around here. I thought the boat was secure. Now looking back, it appears that the raccoon must have gone underneath the boat and up along the trailer and then up onto the boat and then worked its way in, having plenty of room to work with the tarp over it, because the tarp went over the wakeboard tower. Therefore, there was a lot of open air above the covers. So all this happened while it appeared that the tarp was fine, and I didn't see... I don't know, you guys. I'm just so upset about it. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I'm rambling. But anyway, this is obviously during the COVID-19 situation, so not many places are open. There was no places to call today to get any kind of advice or anything on what to do. So what I've decided is I'm going to try to catch it. And what I'm going to do is set this up right next to the trash cans tonight and see if I can't catch it. I don't know if it's still in the boat or not. I didn't want to open the engine compartment where I think it may be, because it looks like it burrowed underneath one of the cushions. So I was afraid to open the engine compartment and then have a raccoon jump out at me. Alright, so we've got the trap here, and it's fairly simple to get set up. All you have to do, and hopefully we can catch all this here, is lift this little handle up here, push it back, and then lift the door. And I do apologize, hopefully I'm not getting in the way. And then you hook it on this guy. This is also the trigger down here, if you see that. So you just kind of hook it, and it hooks onto a little piece of metal right there. And now it's set. And then as soon as something touches it, it's going to fall. And you can kind of see how this is going to work. It's not a violent thing. So now what we want to do is put our bait back here behind the trigger. And if you don't want the door to fall down on you, if you accidentally trigger it on yourself, what you can do is take something. I'm just taking a piece of 1-inch PVC pipe, and I'm sticking it through so that if I do accidentally trigger the door, it's not going to fall down. Alright, now we've got our bait in there. Like I said, I'm using a marshmallow and wet dog food. This is where we're going to set the trap up, and hopefully we'll have something in it tomorrow. All right, what's up, guys? Well, we were just outside talking to our neighbors, and lo and behold, that raccoon came right out of that hole. I knew it was in there still. So we got a picture of it. Here it is. I know you can't see it, but we didn't have our phones on us, and I had to use my neighbor's phone. So the update is the trap is set. The raccoon is definitely still in there. So we'll see what we get in the morning. Alright guys, morning one. Doesn't look like the trap was triggered. I don't know if you can see that, but it wasn't. So, no luck last night, even though it did come out of the hole. We did see it. But it doesn't look like anything messed with the trap. I may switch out the bait to tuna fish or sardines today, we'll see.